Hello everyone, it is I, GW Fan the Softcore Brony. What's that you say? We've been here before? We've done this already? Well, that was version 1.0. This is a whole new pony. As I welcome you all back for another round of Let's Play Philly Fantasy VI, version 2.0. I don't think it had this intro the last time, like that part right there was changed, so there's a lot more than just that's changed, though. Much, much more. I mean, some of it's a bit more subtle. There are going to be plenty of things that are the same, but there will be plenty that is not. Long ago, approximately 1,000 years ago, because for some reason everything was going wrong 1,000 years ago in Equestria. It's like Celestia banished a whole bunch of monsters and didn't have to worry about jack squat for the next 999 years, but, well, I digress. Anywho. And we built all kinds of new things. We kind of went steampunk there for some reason. Even though we don't get to see much of that in Equestria normally, but as always, darkness and evil returns, because that happens after 1,000 years for some reason in this world, but so there we go. Just another Tuesday in Ponyville, I suppose. However, hard to imagine that Equestria has ever been to war, but apparently it's happened. Let me know if the volume's okay and everything with this, as I've messed with the settings a bit for the sound. I think this is okay, but how in the world did you two get drafted for this? Esper, eh? What in the world could that be? I'm going to feign ignorance just because I can, so because not everyone's going to have played this already. Yeah, we kind of didn't like her much whenever she was in town before, but now that we actually have to work with her, well, you don't really need to know the rumors. You kind of lived with her for, like, the last, I don't know, year or two. You see what she can do, man! But anyway, Snips and Snails, who are somehow the best and the brightest for this. Man, you are one crazy empire, but anyway. Still love this scene, still love this music too. So as you might expect, this being version 2.0 and all, I will be making quite a number of comparisons to the original and what have you. I also might make a few minor things to say about the original Final Fantasy VI as well, but it'll generally be the various differences, and it's not going to be too subtle at the beginning. I mean, there are going to be some very notable changes, but a lot of what I'll be doing very differently will come more towards the end of the game, since, well, you know, the early game is very linear, earlier and mid-game for the most part, so once I have a bit more freedom of where to go, you'll see quite a bit more changes from not just Philly Fantasy, but way, way back when I did Pony Fantasy 2. I mean, I'm still following the same notes, but they are heavily updated from before. So hopefully I can, I'm not going to reuse the same jokes, unfortunately. That's going to make this all the crazier, and as you can already see, I'm not going to try to name every single episode after, well, something related to Pony back there, so, because that was getting crazy the last time, but obviously these people did not work on this mod here. That would be our good friend Drakey Claw, who, is it Drake Claw or Drakey Claw? I've never really quite caught on to that, oddly enough, but whatever. Anyway, he did some major updates after, well, actually after, not too long after I finished 1.0. Possibly some of it in light of because I was just abusing the heck out of certain things, and a lot of those things are gone now. So this might be partly my fault that we have this 2.0, at least a little bit. I don't know. I might be making a little too much of myself there, but let us let her take the lead. We don't know who her is. Yeah, right. But anyway, we will be putting every pony into the back row because, well, as we are in the crystal armors, we don't really use physical attacks at all. Physical attacks are the only things that are affected by rows here. While we're in the front row, we do normal physical damage and, well, take normal physical damage. But when we're in the back row, both of those are cut in half. So we can take less damage, but we do less damage. And for the most part, yeah, again, most characters are going to be in the back. But I do have reason to keep some characters in the front this time. So there's that. Some things may look a little different already, but I'll go a little bit more into detail later, as it were. Otherwise, I do have equipment for Mysterio here, but I can't do much with it. I can't mess with Snips and Snails equipment, but no. There we go. I can look at it right there, which reminds me I do want to go into the configuration settings. And once again, I'll be changing this to active, because why the heck not? And just because I like it, I'm going to put the cursor on memory. Not everyone will enjoy this, but I do. Oh, right! Another big change. You might have noticed that the menu here, it looks normal again compared to what it did in version 1.0. I like this look a lot better, personally. Although, if you don't like it, you can change it. Or, not that one. I'll keep this like this for now. Or, well, always. But you can change the colors to, well, main 6 colors as they've been configured to now. But I'll just keep it on the basic, because I do happen to like that. You can change the color of the font as well and customize that. But I'll just keep everything as is. Mysterious Mare here also has some magical capabilities, but they're not really useful for the time being, although it is kind of rather interesting that she has Bolt, which, well, if you played 1.0, you'll know why. But for those of you who are only familiar with Final Fantasy VI, that's a big old change right there anyway. Now, right off the bat, we cannot lead because Snips and Snails will not let us. They can't disobey orders, after all. They don't really think for themselves much, especially snails, but we have a couple different directions we technically could go, but not really. Hey, that's offensive to mules everywhere, man! What mules ever do to you? Unfortunately, since we are the bad guys, we are going to have to take on dogs, or timberwolves in this case. They're not too difficult. They are, well, I think they're actually weak to fire, but Tech Missile is something unique to our mysterious unicorn here, and that's pretty much the most powerful thing you can do, even if an enemy has an elemental weakness. Unfortunately, we can't get too far up here because we're way too big. Seems like a bit of a disadvantage with these things. And yeah, we can't fit into doors either. They're probably locked anyway, but... Oh, no. Have at you! Guards, also not too dangerous there. For multiple enemies, Bio Blaster with Mysterious Mare, there's the best. These two can't really do much with that. Can't take much damage either, but... Oh, why am I having both of them heal snails? Not that it matters, we'll just hit them with whatever that noxious gas is. Oh, snails gained a level. Awesome. Oh, we got an apple already. Nice. And some bits. BT. Apple, very basic healing item, 50 HP. You don't always get this by the time we're done with this whole segment here. Sometimes you don't end up getting anything, but I did. That was just 2 Timberwolves. Got another apple out of the deal, too. Snips and Snails gain another level. How about that? They don't need to do anything but sit back and just well, heal themselves, really. But yeah, once again, can't go anywhere because we're way too freaking big. So all we can really do is move forward. Uh-oh. Pincer attack! With this, rows do not matter. We're going to take, well, huge damage. Well, sort of huge damage. We're kind of overpowered for that, but... Okay, hit those guys, and yeah, why don't you guys heal yourselves, just because you can. I don't know what happened to the other dog, but it's gone. Good thing you two have a lot of HP. Not that that really matters, but... Yeah, Gem Rocket, why not? Blast you away! Ow. We'll take double damage if we're hit from the back, also, like this, so that's another really bad thing. This is the most dangerous thing that could occur, as far as battles go, and... Ms. Question Mark gets a level up, yay. Gets a bit more HP and MP there, not that I need either of those, well, I need the HP, but not that I need MP at the moment. Obviously, if your HP reaches 0, then it's all game over, but there's not a whole lot of chance of that happening at this point in the game. Mines, eh? Got some new enemies, the Vamamoth, who also have a bit of a graphical glitch going there. Heal her up, would you? Yeah, there we go. Bio Blaster. Now, fortunately, because we're not at level 6 yet, the Vamamoth cannot do its most powerful ability, which is a multi-target ice elemental attack that I think is called Blizzard, if I remember correctly, but yeah, we don't need to worry about that right now unless we do some mass level grinding or something, but it's not too easy to do that at this point. Oh, got another level up of Sips and Snails. Well, maybe it's easier than I thought. Man, they're leveling up fast. How fast do they level? Oh, wow. Well, not that fast now. Anyway, they got a lot of HP, but don't need to worry about that too much there. Well, it's the only one we can get to, so... What else are we gonna check? Alrighty, into the mines. We got new enemies, random encounters this time, the were-rats. Aren't you guys immune to something? You know what? These guys are immune to Bio Blaster, so don't do that. Oh, also, yeah, I kind of want to heal up a bit. Might as well. You guys did just get a level up and all. I mean, it's not like you can't one-shot these guys anyway, but we can't multi-hit them, unfortunately, this time. I could probably use that Banisher, though. Yeah, I have some other options there, but I don't ever use them because I don't need to. This part of the game's too easy. Yeah, I think... No, it's not a multi-target ability. Never mind. I think Infuser is, though. I'll have to take a look at that. I kind of forget because I never use it. Eh? No save point! Well, this part of the game is kind of easy anyway. I mean... Well, we're too big to go that away, so might as well go this away. And... yeah, I guess... Yeah, we're healed up enough. It's not like we're gonna die anytime soon. Sticks and stones may break Pony's bones, but they're useless against our big old magic tanks. What a silly attempt at thwarting us. Oh, really? A random encounter right then? Like one step from where I need to be? Oh well, whatever. Yeah, Fire Beam, and why don't you get on Gem Rocket, because I'm going to be needing that soon. Yeah, Rogue, also not too dangerous. It's technically absorbs wind, but we don't have to worry about that right now, since we can't really exploit that weakness for quite some time. And one step. Yep. We won't surrender over the... Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that. I guess that's grammatically correct. Welk. Where did you guys get a giant monster snail? Speaking of which, snails, go talk to it or something. Whatever the heck you're cutie mark is for. What does it do anyway? We've never addressed that. What does it mean? Why do you suddenly have an accent? It was like that in the original game too. It's like just suddenly develops a weird like accent there. In the shell. Well, I'm kind of glad Snails is the one who knows about this snail. I guess that's what his cutie mark is for, knowing everything there is to know about snails. But yeah, don't target the shell. Kill it with fire! And also missiles, because, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get much further than that. Don't try to attack it at this point. Just stay healed or what have you. Wow, that was huge. I think I might be able to get an attack in, but there's a good chance that he's just going to, yeah, do that first. Are we all healed up? I think we're all healed up, but might as well heal, because, yeah, don't attack the shell, otherwise he'll hit us pretty hard, but not hard enough to kill any pony. Oh, I guess they did take a little bit of damage there, but... Oh, he's coming out. Come on. There we go. No, don't heal yourself. Use Gym Rocket, please. I could use other elements, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have an elemental weakness, despite the fact that he eats lightning. Odd. Oh, there we go. I guess we broke him. Yeah, why not? One last one, just in case he comes back. But of course he won't. And we get an apple fritter, yay! And bosses are never worth experience points. Well, it is in one case, but that's not really important. It's because it comes with some regular enemies. But yeah, we get an apple fritter, 250 HP. That'll be sort of useful later. Oh, also, I guess I should point out, we start with a rare item, a blue ribbon, although it makes a bit less sense this time around, even less than it did in the original game. It's also even more useless than it was in the original game because we never bring it up, unlike the Final Fantasy VI, so there you go. Are you even close to getting a level up? Well, kinda, but I'll get one regardless of what happens next anyway, so... Oh, is it now? Are we sure it's not just some random pony frozen in ice? Could be a cave pony. Look how peaceful she looks. Glowy things? Glowworms? No, we've yet to make that kind of reference in Modern Pony. Isn't it obvious? Ooh. So young. So innocent. So stupid. You kinda don't feel bad. You kinda do, but mostly don't. Eh? We dead. Or not. Are you just gonna sit there and watch me sleep? 'Cause that's kinda creepy. What the heck, man? Find out next time on Let's Play Philly Fantasy VI 2.0. Arrivederci.